Hi, friends. Hi. I don't like my background. Please hold. I gotta fix it. That is just ugly. But it worked really well for something else I was filming. But I gotta fix it so it looks way prettier so that you guys love it. I have candy. No, that's not the look. This is my one I used during COVID because I was giving away toilet paper to people to be funny. You know what? That one will do. That'll do. This one will be good for Christmas. Kind of matches my dress. Maybe that's the play. You like try to match the dress color. All right, I see questions coming in. Hey, it's Michelle Cunningham. It's your first time being here. This is my Fabulous Friday fix. Why did I call it that? Well, because it's fat, because this is fabulous to get together, right? And it's Friday, and I'm going to fix your problems. So if you want to talk business strategy, that's my favorite thing to talk about. I like anything marketing. I'm really good at selling stuff online and like to help you sell stuff. So anything you want to talk about, that's what I like to talk about. So I'm excited to be here. Let me know if it's your first time joining. I would be curious in the chat. Let me know. And or if you've been here a while. Someone asked me if I got extensions. I didn't. My hair's just growing longer because I stopped washing it every day. And I got off my thyroid medication. You guys, I've been on a whole thing. I'm feeling like $1,000,000 after 10 years on a thyroid medication. So no more medications. See, I'm excited about that. So anyway, excited and because I'm fabulous. That is really why I called it that. Because I am fabulous and you are fabulous and we are friends. So yes, I already saw some questions come in. So what's the difference between the branding challenge and your monthly membership? Yeah, awesome. So the branding challenge is a 7-day branding challenge. If you're on my email list. Whoa, this is a little low cut. We better pull this back a little bit. I try to be a lady. The branding challenge is a 7-day branding challenge where I literally teach you how to start building your brand online, like how to show up with better headshots, how to show up with better photos and imagery, and how to present yourself in your videos. So it's a whole conversation about that. Whereas Content Creator Club teaches you how to film and edit videos, how to build your email list, and how to make better content. Plus, you get access to all my design templates. So it's a little bit of a different spin. It's not something, I mean, you may pick up some of it inside of Content Creator Club, but it is a completely different course. So if you're like, I just got to get my brand straight on social media, I need to start showing up like a professional on YouTube or on Facebook or on Instagram. I actually need to get this thing all branded. That's what I talk about in there, is how to pull it together in kind of a simple way. Nothing I do is super difficult. I try to keep it very simple. And so that's what I teach you in the 7-day branding challenge. And it's on flash sale right now. So this weekend, and it ends on, I think, Sunday. So I'm going to drop it in the chat if I can get my link. Nope, my link's not working. Hold on, I'll go get it. I think it's 7 day. No, the 7 day. I don't even know what my link is for it. Brandingchallenge.com. I don't know. I'll ask someone on my team. I usually have a shortcut for everything. Do you have a shortcut for the branding challenge? I was going to share it while I'm live right now. Right here. Did I have it right here? Oh, I do have the shortcut. It's just not working on my computer. Okay. 7-day. Here you go. This is what you want to go to, but it's only on sale for this weekend. So then you would grab it before it goes not on sale. Okay, 7daybrandingchallenge.com. So, and you get instant access. I've pre-recorded it, so it's already done. So, which is awesome. New friends. Sophia's new. Hi, Sophia. I'm so glad you're here. What business do you have? Hi, Lisa Alfred. Hey, hi, friend. You're Sandy Galpine's friend. Now we're besties, right? You had a question yesterday. I started to answer it, and then my kids started running around. Okay, yeah. Let's see. The branding challenge. No, it's at your own pace because it's already pre-filmed. So yeah, which sometimes I like that. I like to buy a course. I'm like, I don't have time to be on when you're live. So when I purchase courses. So yeah, you can watch it anytime, which is pretty cool. Okay. Colleen Hendrickson said, please give suggestions on getting interactions on your business page after posting reels and videos. Yeah. Okay. So there's so many different takes on this, and I wouldn't say I'm the biggest expert. All I know is I've posted pretty regularly for many years, and I've grown about following of probably 120,000 followers. So it's not like I have millions of followers. It's not like everything I post goes viral, but I know there's definitely courses you can buy that teach you how to go viral. My goal has never really been to go viral. My goal has been to reach the right people who need my message, that want to buy my stuff. And so I have, some would say, a relatively small audience for the income that I make, because they're all people that are really interested in the thing I teach, right? And so as far as getting more engagement, I've heard lots of different things. What I will say, I'm going to give you a girl to follow just because I really admire her. She's 19 years old. She might have just turned 20, but she's doing $1 million a month in revenue. So she's winning. She's beating me. She's doing $1 million a month in revenue. That's my next goal we're working on. But if you go to michellelovesyou.com/Ava, that will take you to her Instagram. It's her Instagram is called Personal Brand Launch. And she just teaches you how to really show up in Instagram and how to get more views and how to reverse engineer what your competition is doing. I think a lot of what comes down to like your videos getting more views is like, and I love to listen to Gary Vaynerchuk or like just some of the big names that are out there. And they're like, dude, if you're not getting views, your content's not good. Like, yeah, we can do all these little games where we like people and we comment first and we like warm up the algorithm, which you can do that. There is something to be said for that. But at the end of the day, if you have really good content, you're going to get views, right? And so sometimes I look at my content that didn't do that well. I'm like, well, Michelle, you took like 3 seconds and it wasn't that good. Like that wasn't really good, right? And so, but I think you can learn a lot from Ava because she teaches you how to reverse engineer what's working so that you have ideas for your own content, which I think is kind of a really big play. So, so that's what I would say. It comes down to like a really good hook in the beginning. It comes down to some captivating content in the middle, maybe a little bit of editing. So that's what I would say. So, okay, so this question is from Myra. Yes, first time here. Can you explain how detailed the workbook should be? Okay, like if you make a workbook, is that what you mean? Or like for my 7-day branding challenge? This is an example of a workbook. I I like to over deliver. So I always say, in the interest of over delivering, I may do this entire workbook. It's a step-by-step workbook with pictures that shows you exactly how to do. So that's what I do for my students because, it's like other creators don't do this. They might just give you a video and they show you how to do something, but they don't have like this amazing workbook that shows you like literally pictures. Let me get to a page with a bunch of pictures on it. This is showing you like how to make logos in ChatGPT, more logos, like how I designed it, how I made it turn into this. Like, so I make very detailed workbooks, like very specific instruction, because I think it makes for a better user experience, right? So you get to pick how crazy you want to be. One of the things I hear a lot from my students is, whoa, you completely over deliver. And that's kind of what I want to hear. Like, I want people to be like, whoa, I bought that and it was kind of inexpensive. And like, it like totally changed my life. Right. Because if someone buys something little from you and their mind is blown and they learn so much from it, then they're like, whoa, well, what if I give you a little more money? What's that going to look like? Right. They're kind of like, huh. Right. And so I have a year-long coaching program called my Elite Program where people work with me for an entire year. They message me on Voxer. They've got access to me on a weekly call where I answer their questions. This is my year-long coaching program. It's called the 90-Day Difference. It used to be 90 days, but I extended it to a year because I missed everyone and I really like helping them. But like they get this whole workbook mailed to their doorstep with like all the steps on how to set up your whole system online and how to create your social media and how to write your sales page and how to do all that. But people don't come and invest thousands of dollars in this program with me unless first they've bought something little, right? So they buy something little, they're like, whoa, this was so good. Okay, I'm going to invest thousands with you now because I trust you, right? So, and I've taught that to a lot of my students where they're like, no one's buying my big thing. I'm like, what are you doing for your little thing? Like, I don't have a little thing. I'm like, how are you building trust? You need some sort of little thing, right? So I have little things that build trust. And the people that can afford the bigger thing then either come to my in-person retreats or they buy this group coaching program or they work with me one-on-one. So there's options. So anyway, so that's what I would say. That's a really good question. I mean, if it's your first time joining, I'll just tell you my quick backstory. My name's Michelle Cunningham. I grew up incredibly shy, humble beginnings. Literally never thought I'd amount to anything. My life goal as a kid was to be able to afford Pantene shampoo. I'm not kidding. From like 0 to 18, I'm like, if I could just have Pantene. I did buy it when I was 14 after I babysat and I had enough money to buy Pantene. I was so excited, but I couldn't tell anyone because no one would have thought that was cool. But I was really excited. So I paid, for anything I really wanted in high school. I just paid for it on my own because my mom didn't have a lot of money, so I never asked her for money. But I realized people around me had money and I was like, I want money because I like money. That would make my life so much easier. If we just had money, I could like buy new cleats and I could just like get a new backpack and I could like buy things that I need. Like, I need money for me because I have none. Right. And so ended up paying my way through college. It was good because I got a good financial aid package because we were so broke. Graduated college, became a pharmaceutical sales rep. And during that time, I read a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad, which basically said there's different ways to make money, which I always wanted to make money because I didn't make a lot of money as a kid. We had no money. And so one of the stories was, he said you can make money 3 different types of ways. You can invest in real estate. I'm like, well, dude, you need money. I don't have money. I'm not doing that. Number 2, you can own a small business. I'm like, probably need money. I don't have that either. Number 3, you can get into network marketing. And so at 22, 23 years old, I signed up for a network marketing company selling beauty and skincare. Did nothing with it while I was in my corporate job for 6 years. So I stayed in corporate America from 22 to 29. Then at 29, I said, I'm fed up enough. I want to make this work. I found someone that showed me how to succeed in network marketing. And she taught me, and 6 months later, I earned a free car from that company, became a top 1% leader, and started sharing my strategies on YouTube as an introvert. I was like, I'm just an introvert. This is how I did it. Started sharing. People are like, oh my gosh, this is so helpful. I'm like, really? You think I'm helpful? I can't believe it. That's so cool. Really, that's really what I thought. And then they were like, someone asked me to come speak. And I'm like, I'm just like me. You want me to speak? Like, I couldn't believe that either. Which then, as I hung up the phone with that guy, he's like, bring along your training program. You can sell it at the event. I'm like, oh my gosh, this guy thinks I'm a bigger deal than I am. And I say, yes, but I don't have a training program. So then I have to make one. So this was my first digital product I ever made in 2017. I made this. For the next 2 years, I sell this online. I'm making $34 a month. That's it. That's all I made. I was so excited though. $34 a month. I'm like, I am so good at this online stuff. I'm still in stuff online. I'm so excited. So that's what I did from 2017 to 2019. 2019, I started to run ads after reading this book, Traffic Secrets. Well, these are some of my other CDs I made. But I read this book, Traffic Secrets by Russell Brunson, and this changed my life. I learned that I needed more traffic to see my offer. I ran ads in 2019, January 2019, and I went from making $34 a month to that month made over $50,000. I know. Then I was like, whoa, now I'm really rich. This is a new level of rich I never had in my whole life. My bank account had all this money in it, and that had never happened. So then I was like, I like this. So let's do more of this. So that's what we did. That rest of the year, I learned how to sell other things. And that at the end of that year, I'm like, I'm going to wrap up selling this beauty products over here for this network marketing company because other things make way more money with way less time. And I really love it. So that's what I did after that year, I made just shy of $1 million selling my knowledge online. Granted, that wasn't my profit. I was running ads. You have to pay for the ads. So usually I spend about a third of my money on ads, sometimes half of my money, which is pretty aggressive, but whatever. If I spend $1 and make $2, that's good to me. Whatever. I did $1 million that year, and then it just has grown and grown and grown. And these awards behind me say $1 million award, and this one says $10 million award. And I don't share that to impress you, but to impress upon you. My life goal was Pantene, you guys. Just wanted the Pantene shampoo. So now I can buy Pantene. But then I realized that Pantene's actually not that good once I could finally afford it. So then I upgraded. That's the end of the story. Okay. Anyway, so that's the deal. But I love to show you how to do this. And I'm one of those people. I always tell my students, I was telling my new students yesterday, I'm like, if you see something that I do, like 2 students that are in my year-long coaching program, like if you see like a webinar I host or something I do, and you're like, Michelle, can I have those slides? The answer is always yes. You guys are my friends. Anything I create is kind of a pain to create. I give it to you. If you want to use it, rebrand it for yourself, use it however you want. You can have anything. So like I'm a how-to coach. I teach you how to do things, and I share everything I know because I feel like that's our job. Our duty is to just like learn stuff and then teach it to others. And so I love what I do. So anyway, I just love all this stuff, talking all this business. So, okay. So Wholehearted Health and Wellness. Oh, hi friend. This is Melise. She's in our elite program, right? You're in our elite program. So what platform, I sometimes get confused, by the way. You'll be like, no, I'm in your blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure you're in the elite program. What platform simplifies email booking funnels? Do you recommend Firestarter now more than Flowdesk? Okay, if you are new and you are just building your email list and you have 0 followers and you're like, I'm just starting out, you don't need to get a platform like Firestarter just yet. I would recommend starting with Flowdesk. So I'm going to drop links in the chat. This is Flowdesk, michellelovesyou.com/Flowdesk. Flowdesk is about $19 a month. They might have changed their pricing, but that allows you to set up a very simple email collection system to start collecting emails. For every one person on your email list, it's $1 in revenue per month forever with appropriate marketing. So 1,000 people on your email list, you should be making $1,000 a month. 10,000 people on your email list, you should be making $10,000 a month. So my goal is to teach you how to build an email list. If you're like, I'm just starting, I'm like, just start with Flowdesk because it's pretty cheap. You can have unlimited people and you can start to build your email list there. I actually still use it a little bit, not that that's our main one. Then when you're like, okay, no, Michelle, I got like 500 to 1,000 people on my email list, and like, I'm ready to start selling something, which is kind of the point when I recommend starting to sell something. In that case, then I recommend this one was built by one of our elite students. Her name is Willa. We actually look alike and potentially talk alike. She's pretty awesome. But she's very techy, and she built out an entire funnel platform that a lot of our students are using in our elite program. So if you go to michellelovesyou.com, this will save you money. michellelovesyou.com, it's my affiliate link. Firestarter Funnels. You get it for only $90 a month versus I think it's normally $97 a month. But Willa gives you the most beautiful funnels like a sales page, right? It's beautiful. It's done. You just change out your words and put them in there to sell your particular thing. And so, and you can also build out email landing pages there. So it's $19 a month for Flowdesk. It's $90 a month for this one. So I'd say when you're ready to sell something, or if you want to light a fire under yourself to get started, which is what I did when I had my CD though. I didn't sign up for my platform. I use ClickFunnels. I didn't sign up for my platform until I had my CD. Once I had my CD, then I was like, game on. So and I was only making $34 a month. I was barely paying for my platform, but I believed I was onto something because some people were buying, and I'm like, I got a few people to buy. If you can get a few people to buy your thing, like that are not friends and family, they're random strangers on the internet, sweet. Now we just have to be louder. We need to show up more in video. We need to get the thing out there. We can run paid ads. There's so much you can do to turn that into $1 million business. So I'm so big on teaching my students how do we get your first sale? Like get your first sale, because that's what literally changes everything. Okay, so this is from Piano Compass Coach. What would you say are your top 2 or 3 courses to get started making videos for building an audience? Okay, yeah, so I would recommend this one right here, 5-minute videos. That I teach you how to film and edit videos using your phone and using your desktop. But I film and edit using CapCut in that course. I'm going to drop there we go. I just dropped it in the window. Okay. So 5-minute videos is good. And I have Video Superstar and we'd still run that, but I would say, it's good. It's just, I filmed it a few years ago. So I'm like, with AI now, so much has changed. So I'm actually in the process of refilming that course because I want it to be even better. But my new course comes out. It's not ready yet, but it's going to be at the end of this month. It's called Cash Flow on Camera Challenge. And it's going to be a 3-day challenge. And I will show you the workbook because it's so pretty. So pretty. But I'm literally going to be showing you how to film and edit videos just in a really simple way. Showing you how to edit just in Instagram, but then also showing you how to edit right inside of CapCut I show you. But this is the workbook so far. Let me show you this. So present, share screen. This is the pretty workbook. So pretty. I know. It's a little darker than I normally go. I usually go pretty bright. And it's good enough. I was like, I don't love it 100%. I'm like, it's good enough. You stop overthinking that, Missy, and you just get that thing out there. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, so you're going to learn how to pick your niche, how to hook viewers in seconds, set up your phone for pro quality video, and film your first talking head video. The next day I'm going to show you how to add like scenes into your video to make it way more captivating. So like just these 2 lessons right here will change everything. And then for people that want to make money with the videos, I'm going to show you how do we get those videos out there and actually turn them into money. Like, and an example of that is like right now I'm live. I've already dropped a few links, sharing, hey, if you want to grab my 5-minute videos, go to 5minutevideos.com. I've dropped a few little things in here. So yes, while I'm here providing value, there's also an element of me selling, right? And so I'm going to teach you how to do that so that you, while you're doing this, you're also selling and turning it into stuff. So, okay, let me stop that screen, remove. Okay. Okay, awesome. Good question. Yes, I got slides last month and I sold my course. You did? Good. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. Congratulations, my friend. Yeah, when you get the right wording, like one of my students came on and she's like, this isn't working, this page. I'm like, I know it's not because I can read it. If you confuse people on a page, they will not buy, right? If you confuse, you lose. If it looks wonky, it's not going to work. So I just was like, give me that. I put it into ChatGPT. I'm like, using my framework, fix this. And I was like, here you go, try this. And then she was like, I just got my first sale tonight. I'm like, I know. Awesome. Right. But when you have the right words, right, and the right messaging, right, people have problems. They want their problem solved and they want to know that you understand their problem. And when we can say, hey, have you ever felt this way, this way, this way, this way? Oh my gosh, I felt that way too. Hi, I'm Michelle Cunningham and I made it my life's mission to fix those problems for you. Right. And so once you do that, it can change everything. So let's see. Tabitha says, my company keeps talking about make your own job form because it's free. When I tried to do that, it wasn't free. How much should I spend, if anything, to get people's emails? Okay, yeah, job form is like a little interviews or like a name, and then next page, last name. That's like I've used that before. Yeah, so I think that the way that I look at expenses like this is like, okay, if I invest in this, am I going to make my money back, right? So when I first started, I could barely afford MailChimp. That's what I was using, which I don't recommend it, but that's all I had back then. And I had MailChimp, and I remember like my email list grew to like 10,000 people. And then it was like, now it's $150 a month. Well, that was too much for me because I wasn't selling anything. I didn't know what I was doing. And so then I eventually learned how to sell to these people. And then I made $52,000 on a weekend, one weekend selling a new course I launched to these 10,000 people. I had grown to 12,000 at that point. But then I was like, oh, I'm so glad I've been paying that because, whoa, what if I'd like given up on building that? And so if you are fully committed to like building your email list and eventually selling something, it is so worth it to build an email list, right? Like 100%. Like I think everybody should build an email list. That's kind of the, when you meet people in this space, the question is always like, how big is your email list? Like it's almost like asking how much do you make? And if they're like 80,000, you're like, no way, right? Like I have 80,000 people on my email list. So when someone's like, I have 100,000, I'm like, no way. Like so-and-so is 1 million. I'm like, are you kidding me? Right? So your email list is everything. So I would say if Jotform is costing you money, Flowdesk is another one that will help you collect emails. That's pretty reasonable. That's one that you could start with. So that's another one that I recommend. Okay, let's do this. All right. Let's see. I love how you tell yourself to get things done. Oh yeah, I have good internal talk. I think I watch enough motivational things that I'm like, I'm sorry, Michelle, that's not a real thought. Okay, what are you doing today? No, we're going to get up and we're going to get going and we're going to go for a run and then you're going to come back, take a shower and you're getting on with your day. No, we're not having a bad day. What do you even, and I just changed my brain right away. But I don't know. I think I probably have read so much positive stuff that they say if you let negative energy just in your brain, I don't even let it in. I'm like, whoa, what was that thought? I'm sorry. No. And I just flip my brain instantly to something positive and then just like get moving, get outside, and then I'm back into action. And so I think that's so important. So important. Okay. So this is from Rose Allison. What type of Facebook page, group, page, community do you recommend when seeking like-minded people to come in and build my brand and educate them in general health reboot from the ground up? Yeah, so I have a group. I think it has like 22,000 people in it. This is when I was doing just network marketing coaching in the early days, which I still do help a ton of network marketers. I have another year-long coaching program for network marketers. So if anyone here is a network marketer, I still do a lot of that training. But so that group has about 22,000 people in it, and it's just a private group, and it's not public. It's private, and then they can access it. There's like super restricted and then there's like not as restricted. Pick the one that's not as restricted, which means I can just share the link with people and they can just join. And the more reels I do, and then if I put the banner on my profile, like if I do a ton of reels, right? Like let's say I was doing in that particular one, it was like network marketing. Yours is health. So let's say you do health reels. They're going to be like, I like this chick. They're going to click on you on Facebook and they're going to end up on your profile and they're going to be like, who is she? And if your little bio right underneath, you can write, I think it's about 150 characters. If you wrote, if you'd like to join my health community, click here. And then boom, a link right into your group. Your reels will feed people into your group. And when I was doing this, that thing was just flooding with people just pouring into that group. So that can be a great way to grow your group. I say a group is one part of the ecosystem. It's just like, here's you, you're the brand. And then there's lots of little parts of you, right? And so yes, a group is one of your audiences, but I make sure when people are coming into the group, I capture their email so I can send them emails and follow up with them. Then I've got my email list and then I've got stories that I share to connect with people. Then I like in Instagram stories and Facebook stories, and I've got YouTube videos that I make. I go live is another thing. I'm going live to answer questions with my audience. Oh, I send out emails, right? So the way that I think of marketing, it's not like people are like, is the group going to change everything? I'm like, no, it's not. It's going to be a part of your whole ecosystem, right? And good marketing is a lot of all of those things, right? And when all of those things are working, then you can say, oh, I want to do more with this. I'm going to now run ads. And then you can pour in so much more. So that's my long-winded answer. But yes, I would make it a group. And I just would have low expectations of it in the beginning. If your group has less than 1,000 people, it's dead. It's so sad. So I know some people also use Skool, Skool by Alex Hermosi. So that's another one that you can try. So, but yeah, I just use Facebook groups still. Which part of me is like, oh, I don't know. Maybe I should be on Skool, but then I've heard Skool's confusing. So I'm like, I'm not going to go there. So, this is a great comment right here. I would pee my pants if I sold 50K in a weekend. I did, Angie. Live reaction. I remember this. I'm going to tell you the story because I didn't never make that kind of money, right? So it was January 2019. I'm selling the CDs. I ended up hiring a guy, and he's like, Michelle, that's not a company. You can't make a big company selling these CDs. I'm like, oh, that was the only thing I was going to sell. I got nothing else. And he's like, surely you must know something. I'm like, I already sold it to all my people. No one else would buy something else. And he's like, you are wrong. I'm like, oh, okay. And so I come up with a $297 course called Mastering the Live. This is 2019. Did any of you guys buy this? But it was teaching network marketers how to show up live. This was before COVID. So it was kind of weird. Like they're like, you're going on video and you're selling products. I'm like, yeah, dude, we sold $20,000 in a weekend. And they were like, what? And we recruited 20 people. So it was a really big deal. So it was a little bit ahead of like COVID, and then COVID hit and everyone's like, I need that course. But anyway, so it's It's June 2019. It was the day before June hit, whatever that is, May 31st or something. It's the holiday, Memorial Day or Labor Day. I get it mixed up. I think it's Memorial Day. Anyway, it's Memorial Day. And the guy that I hired was like, okay, I'm going to launch the webinar. We're going to send people to it and you're going to sell stuff. I'm like, dude, no one is going to pay $297. No one is $297. He's like, I assure you they do. I'm like, no, they don't. He's like, okay. So anyway, so he's like, I'm going to hit send. I'm like, okay, if we sell two, you're a hero, but we're not going to even sell two. I remember being at my friend's house and we were like sipping wine just on the back patio and like the kids are running around. They were young. Oh my gosh, 2000. Oh, so sad. They're like big now. My kids are 10 and 13 now. But anyway, they're probably like 5 then. That's so crazy. They're running around. And I looked down at my phone, my Stripe account, and people watched the webinar and I saw a sale come in and I wrote to him, you are a living legend. And then another bing came in. And you can see it's fun when you sell online because the notifications come in. It's just like bing, 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 bing in your Stripe account, right? So I was like, oh my gosh. So another sale came in. So about like, I don't know, like an hour and a half after people had seen the webinar, sales just started to pour in. And I showed it to my husband. I'm like, honey, we made $2,000. He's like, are you kidding? I'm like, I know. But I couldn't like tell everyone because like, you don't want to brag or whatever. So then it was like an hour later, I went to the bathroom and it was like $8,000. And I'm like dead. I'm like, this is not good. What if they hate the course? What if they hate me? Like I had every fear you can imagine. Then we're like driving home. It's at $11,000. We get home, it's at $15,000. The next day, it does another 20,000, then it does another whatever the math is to make it $52,000 that weekend. And I was scared out of my mind that people were going to get the course and hate it and then they were going to return it. So I'm like, don't spend the money because what if they hate it? I'm like, you worked really hard on it, but what if they hate it, right? And then people like a week later, 2 weeks later started messaging me and they're like, your course just changed my life, Michelle. I just made $6,000. I just made $5,000. I love you, Michelle Cunningham. I'm like, you do? Whew, okay, really? And then I was like, whoa, okay. I'm like, whoa, this is really addicting. This is so addicting. I'm gonna do more of this. This is crazy. People paid me money. They took action. They got a result, and then they're thanking me, and they're making more than they paid me. Yay, right? So that was probably the weekend that I became. Well, it was. I would say it was the weekend started it, and then it was like 3 weeks later. I'm like, I am now addicted to this. So yeah, it's just kind of crazy. So, okay, this is Joanne from Steel Pony. Michelle, the perfect low ticket funnel you shared with us in the Elite program. Should we use that instead of the funnels in Firestarter? No, you can use the funnels in Firestarter. Just those funnels are like graphically how you put everything, but the perfect funnel teaches you exactly how to structure your funnel. Like you can take that funnel thing and put it into ChatGPT and be like, hey, I am, you put in all your information about who you are and what you're all about and who you help. And it is going to take that and it pulls all of that. So it writes it up and then you take what's written and you put it into the funnels in Firestarter. So yeah, so whenever you go to make a funnel, you first have to write up what's going to go on the funnel. And I just do it in a Google document and I write up the whole funnel. So that is going to help you get the copy that's going to go onto the funnel. So yeah, so you'll see funnels in Firestarter. You just might need to move some of the way, the way it flows around a little bit, but anything that's in there, I mean, it's good. I would say what's good about that new thing I dropped for you guys is it pulls a little bit more on the psychology of selling of why people buy. It adds in like scarcity and urgency. It adds in people want to be a part of a community. People want to feel heard. People want to feel seen. Like there's a lot of little things in that make it write a really, really good sales page. So good question. Okay. The commenting in school lives a little to be desired, especially when conversations get lost. Otherwise, it's a great platform. Yeah, I literally haven't really been on it. So it's good to hear. So it's good to hear that. Hello, Maro. It's so good to see you, my friend. Okay, let's see. I'm using MailChimp. I'm not happy with it anymore. I'm planning to move to Firestarter soon. Yeah, like MailChimp just got really pricey this was back in the day, though. There wasn't, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago, there wasn't a lot of options. Now there's so many options. It's a little overwhelming. Where it's like, oh, which one should I do? So Dana said she's going to do her videos this weekend. Awesome. Filming videos is so hard. So hard. Like to just actually go and do it. But I filmed some yesterday, just like making a commitment, like, okay, for the next hour, we're filming videos. Like just get the microphone. That's actually, these are my microphones sitting right here. Plug in the microphone. Let's go. Let's just make the videos. Oh my gosh. Sonia, it's my friend. Hi, friend. I love you so much. Oh my gosh. She just made the coolest AI graphics. She is such a fun person to follow, you guys. I just love her. And she's friends with my mom. And they've become little buddies online. And my mom's like, I messaged Sonia. She's so cute. I think my mom talks to you more than me. It's so funny. But anyway, that thing you taught, I didn't know how to make AI graphics using, what is that thing called? It was on Google. I forget. But anyway, that was pretty cool. Okay, what do you think of those AI generated videos that clone people? Yeah, I think if I don't know. I don't want if I do an AI video, I want it to still look like me. You know what I mean? So I did do a video. I used HeyGen and 11 Labs. I was just testing it out. So I'm like, let's see. And it was this scene behind me. It was me talking, but this is what it sounded like. Hey, you guys, it's Michelle Cunningham. I am so excited to be here because we're talking about video generation. And I'm like, holy cow, something is wrong with you. But I posted it just to be funny. I was like, you guys, look at me. What's wrong with me? And I was like, this is AI. And people were like, you look like really mad today. Like you're having a really bad day. Cause it takes out the giggles, it takes out the mess ups, and it just is a little weird. So but I do see there are some pretty good ones now where it actually looks like the influencer, and maybe it's like a beach scene and she just walks through the scene and then some words appear. Like I think you could do something with that, right? Like I used I don't know what I was playing with yesterday. I've been playing with it a little bit. Sometimes I'm like, I wish I had more time to just sit and play. But I took a graph. I just took a photo. I was like posing like this. Okay. And I said to my husband, take a picture of me. And then I put it in here. Oh, can you see it? Okay, you can see it on a slant. But that's me just standing in my office. And I said, put me in front of a pink boutique with like all this pretty stuff. And it made this like cool pink boutique behind me. So, and it's me. That looks just like me. So that's what I like is I don't want to look not like me because then it looks weird. With that being said, we just tested running ads with a girl that's not me. This is kind of funny. So this ad, I'm holding my phone slanted because when I turn it straight, you can't see it anymore. But this is funny. We just started running an ad. This is to my social media superstar. It teaches you how to really master social media. It's like a basic training course for someone that's not good at social media. But I decided I used AI to create this. It was a program called Sora that literally the day after I learned it, it shut down and ChatGPT absorbed it. And I'm like, but anyway, I'm retraining my ChatGPT to make me pretty graphics like this because this was made by ChatGPT, which is so amazing. But I said, just put a girl in there that looks horrified. This is the ad that's performing the best. But then you guys are messaging me. You're like, Michelle, are you okay? Like someone really wrote to me, are you okay? Because I saw an ad and it's not you and we like you. And I don't know why that, like, well, the people that don't know me and they're clicking on it and it's performing better than all the other ads. So weird. So, but I hear you guys, you're like, that's not you. I'm like, I know, just working good though. So you saw the ad. Did you see it? Yeah, I like the one with you better. I know everyone that knows me is very sad. They're like, that's not, I got multiple messages about this. I'm like, I know, but the ad's doing good. So we still have it running. But then we did another one where it's me. It's the photo my husband took. And then it's an AI background. So it took this image and it messed it up. It looks, so you'll see that ad running right now where my ClickFunnels award looks like a fake award. Like it does not look right. It's kind of weird. Okay. Do you have a short list of tech to buy for Yes, I do. Okay, so for making videos. Oh, here it is. I found it. For making videos. Yeah, so tools. Hi, Dean Walters. I see you. I see you. Okay. Here you go. So michellelovesyou.com/tools. That's where you go. That's got this microphone. It has this webcam, has this light that I'm using, has my little Movo microphones and the stand I use. Those are the main things you need to film videos. This you don't need. This was a little bit. I got this when I was making like more money, but when I was a little bit broke in the beginning, I just had the Blue Yeti microphone. It was like $99. This one is like 250, so it's a little more expensive. And then I have a little boom arm that it like stands on. So yeah, but that's what I would recommend is to go there. Thanks. You're such an important part of your brand. Love you in the ads too. I know. What do we do about this one? This girl's doing better than me. So I just need to go. That's all I need to do. But then we got to put me behind the words are over her body. Do you see? Then I got to somehow get me behind the words, which honestly, I just need to send in my graphic designer and be like, can you? And then we'll fix it. But what if she performs better than me? That would be funny. Okay. What AI tool did you use to put the boutique behind you? I think it was the one that Sonia was talking about. Hold on. I'm going to go. There's a few. I know. Is everyone using different ones? Hold on. I'm thinking. What is the name of the AI tool that Google has for images for your face? It's like a very simple word. I haven't used it enough to remember the name of it. But when I see it, Gemini. Okay, Gemini. I think that was the one I used. So if you go to Sonia Molina's page, she had this photo, and let me find it. Okay, I'll drop the prompt. She has these. These are so good. Sonia, are you still here? She probably just popped in and popped out. But these are not her. but they look just like her. Granted, I haven't met her in real life, but a lot of people online haven't met you in real life. So if it's like close enough, but she had, okay, so this is the photo I saw. If you find this on her page, this, and it's just like this picture of her, like Jesus behind her. It was actually pretty cute. But I was interested in how soft it looked and like the scene. And so she has in her comments, she has the actual um the prompt. So this is the prompt right here. You know, create a photo of me using in a dreamy portrait, fluffy white bedding, wearing rat and sound pajamas. It's a really good prompt, and she did that with Gemini. So I did that, and then I was just playing in there for a few minutes, and I'm like, take this photo of my husband that made of me. I didn't say that. I was like, take this photo of me and put me on a different background, and it did, and it looked just like me. So Gemini, yeah, that's that. So yeah, but I would go and reverse engineer her because sometimes the prompt, right? Which is what I was just doing while I was putting on makeup before I came on here. I was on I'm trying to get ChatGPT to make me good graphics because of that program I was using. Let me show you. Yeah, so this is pretty cool. I got it. I retrained it again. Stop making boring videos. Learn to film simple videos that bring buyers to you. These are going to be ads for my new offer. So I was retraining it, but you know, it was it's such a pain because it was like putting the wrong words bad, and I was like, okay. So I finally got it to like, which I should give you guys this prompt because it would save you so much time. Because it finally is like trained on like how I like it. I mean, mine is pink. I like it in pink. I like bold words. So like, see, it says stop making boring videos really bold. Then this is lowercase. Oops, and then so that's a pretty good prompt. But I'm still playing with it. And I want pops of pink in the background. I want an umbrella drink. I want stripes on the umbrella, you know, little things like that. And then I say to ChatGPT, okay, that's kind of a scene I like. Can you help me come up with other scenes? So it's like Paris cafe scene. We're going to do a Manhattan rooftop scene. We're going to do a beach scene. We're going to do, so it comes up with all ideas. And I'm like, okay, I need to tell it. I don't want, people are bad at making videos. I'm going to show them how to make better videos using their phone. It's really easy. Tell them to click learn more now. And so then I was like, can you come up with the words for that? So it gave me all these different ones that stop making boring videos, learn to film simple videos. The next one is want clients, start with video. The next one is your next sale is one video away, right? And so then I just had to take that and plug it into a little thing, and it starts making little graphics for me, which is so cool. So actually, I could just share this with you guys if you want, and then just you'll have to. I don't know how this will work, but let me hold on. This is so cool though. This probably could be a whole course. Okay, share. So, and it's not 100% where I want it to be, but it's actually getting pretty good. The girl I bought a course from that taught this, she's like, just figure out what to put in there. I'm like, that's too hard though. That's where you lose me. So then it took me a lot of time to figure this out. But you need it's a sans serif font, like there's certain words I had to use to figure it all out. Okay, I'm trying to post it. Sora preset rebuild. Share link, copy, paste. Yeah, Sora. Sora is that's what I was using this last weekend. I spent the whole weekend learning it, and then on Monday it was gone. And I'm like, where happened to Sora? I'm like, oh yeah, ChatGPT absorbed it today. They're working through it. I'm like, well, I had trained I had it all trained, and then it went away. So now I'm like, well, ChatGPT owns it. So I was like, if I could train Sora, I probably can train ChatGPT. I can't get this link. Copy. I'm trying to share the link with you guys. But anyway, it's kind of fun for making graphics. Hold on. What is going on with this? Here. Oh, okay. Oh, that's a really long link. Hold on. I can't drop that link. You will spend 4 days trying to type it in. I'm going to go to short.io and I'm going to shorten the link so that it's not that long because you would be so sad if it was that long. Hold on. Let me just see if Adam can do it. He's going to be faster than me. Adam. Doop. Hey, is there any chance you could turn this into a Michelle Loves You link? Let's see. Paste. Okay. Oh, wait. I just dropped a really weird link for him. Copy. This one. Do paste. Okay. The second link is the one I need, period. Short.io is making me sign in. Okay. I love that your next sale is just one video away. I hear the Russell Brunson, right? Your neck, yeah. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Was that one of the ones that I said? That would be a good one. And then I'm gonna take this content and I'm gonna use it. Oh yeah, your next sale is one video away. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Then I can make that into a video too. So I'll take these graphics and then I'm gonna say to it, okay, give me a short script. I wanna make a 30-second video. So it'll give me little one sentences. And what I'm gonna do is just go film the one sentence. And it'll be like this. It'll be like, your next sale is one video away. And I'll be like this. Okay. Hey, if you want to learn how to create videos that turn into cash flow, right? So I'll just like read from the script and then we edit that together and add in some pop in stuff. And then it's like really fun. And that's what we'll be doing in the cash flow challenge. I'm going to be teaching you guys how to do that. Cash flow on camera challenge. Being pulled in too many directions. Yeah, Dean's with an MLM. He does health coaching. He's writing a book. He's promoting his groups and his courses. Now I want to share on podcasts, do public speaking. How do I choose? Yeah. So for me, what I choose is the thing that produces the most profit, right? So I do get asked like, hey, Michelle, will you come speak at our event? Like, it'd be so awesome to meet you. And I'm like, how much money? Is there money here? Is this just for free? 'Cause it would be cool to meet you, but like, holy cow, for me to leave my family and like fly all the way out there and like, to meet a few people, So I take a look at what is going to produce the most income because ultimately, like, that's how I paid my bills and that's how I still pay my bills. So for me, it's like, okay, you know what? Before I go and do every single podcast and every single this, while that will get me more people, I would rather get my course up and running and start running ads to it and have income coming in from that before I'm like doing this and doing that and doing this. So, yeah, so that's what I would say. I would pay attention to what's making you the most money. In the beginning, my MLM made me the most money. So I had to give that my main focus during the day. And at night, that's when I would edit my videos that I'd like partially filmed during the day. So in the beginning, it was my network marketing company carried me. It was kind of like a 9 to 5 job, right? That was my job. And then I used that money to then fund me starting to create courses and start creating videos online. So, yeah. So, Dean, like if you were like, you know what, I just really need to make this work, I would say the first two are going to be I would say your MLM, if you want to go all in on that, like that, you can start making pretty good money with if you want to go all in on that. Health coaching can be also pretty good and having a course, right? So a course that you sell, and even if it's just a low ticket course, that could be huge for you. Um, so yeah, that's what I would say because like public speaking, good when you have your book because then you can promote your book. You're allowed to sell from stage. That's a whole other monster of learning how to do that. And I think that'll come, but I don't think you need to do all that right now. So I would say either MLM or health coaching or courses. Um, okay. Are you doing this on YouTube? How do you get your little captions on the screen? Yeah. So I am on YouTube and I am using a program called StreamYard right now. So StreamYard allows me to basically show the little comments that come through and I just put them on the screen. And it's like so great because I can like put little banners on the screen. Like I could be like, hey, if you need to book a call with my team, go to michellelovesyou.com/success. That's actually true. If any of you are like, I kind of want to work with you, Michelle, in your year-long coaching program, or I want to come to your retreat, or like, I've got a business I want to scale and I need some help and support, you can actually book a free call with my team right there, michellelovesyou.com/success. They have openings because my texting service is broken right now, which is a blah. We're fixing it, but that's silly. But anyway, so my team is like, we are available for calls if anyone needs a call. So if anyone needs a call and you haven't had one with my team, they can tell you about my elite year-long coaching program, some of the bigger programs that I have available, and give you a little bit of strategy for your business, and see if my program would be a good fit for you. Okay, so I have one $27 course, but needs major promotion. Yeah, so Dean, there's a few options there. There's a lot of health people within the community you could team up with and promote, where you guys could like share because you share similar audiences. I never look at people in my same space as competition. I look at them as like buddies, right? And usually there's only like a 5% overlap between their audience and your audience. You guys could cross promote. So that could be something where you give them a little bit of a commission. You have to set up an affiliate platform to do that, but you could do something like that inside. I think Russell Brunson's new offer lab allows you to do that. So you can put the offer in there and have people promote it. And then you probably just need like a sales page video. Whenever I create something like my new thing coming out, like, okay, I need to have ads for it. So I need to make ad videos. Then I need to make ad graphics. And then I need to make the sales page video. So I just think of all the elements it needs for me to be able to like successfully sell it. But you're an elite. So if you want me to look at that page, like give you any recommendations, I totally can do that. I would love that. I'm an affiliate for a digital marketing course. So cool. So cool. How do you feel about reading scripts for video recordings? Yeah, I try to not read a script because I lose all my personality. Like, I think what makes myself relatable is I'm just like me. I'm a little goofy and I like make giggle. I do weird stuff. I don't even know I do. And so if I'm reading a script, I lose that. Although I do see people I follow and admire, and they're literally reading. They're like, hey, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you exactly how to get more leads. Let's dive in. And I'm like, wow, so well spoken, but it's so you're reading. So if I do read a script, like I do get scripts from ChatGPT. I'll be like, make me a funny video. I want to make a video about how to make better videos. Need a script. So it'll give me a script, and then I'll read each sentence. And then what I do is I keep the camera running the whole time, and then I just edit out the dead parts. So it'll be like, in today's video, we're talking about video. That's right. How to make better videos. Because yours are bad. Are they? Like, so, and then when you chop that together, you just cut out all the dead air in between. You got to do it really tight. So it's like, toot, 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 toot. It's fun because then the person moves, 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 moves. And it makes it a little more fun to watch. You can even change scenes too, where you could film the same one video in 5 different outfits, right? Say the same exact script, 5 different outfits. And then what you do is when you're snapping them together, you take, are you ready to pretend the first lines, are you ready to make videos? Are you ready to make videos in this outfit? Then you take from the other video, put the brown outfit next to it, right? And then put the yellow outfit. And so you create these really fun videos where it's like, whoa, she's changing her outfit. This is so crazy. So yeah, so I prefer to do it that way because it feels a little more authentic. And if I don't like my one line that I used, then I can just I refilm it. Like, I keep the camera running the whole time, but I'll be like, oh, scratch that one. Hold on, let me say that different. And I'll be like, you deserve better. And I'll be like, no, that was dumb. You deserve better, right? So I just say things differently, but it's fun because when you put the video together, it's almost like whoa, this girl has a lot of personalities. Like, this line doesn't always match up with the energy of this line. This line has less energy, and you're like, what am I watching? But it's kind of captivating to watch. So I do it that way. And if I do like a YouTube video, I'll have my 10 bullet points, right? So I'm going to give you guys my 10 tips on how to make way better videos to attract way more people to you. Okay, tip number 10. And I'll be like, it is, and I might read from it, right? Or I might cut that part out, but it is, first, we got to have good audio. Good audio is really key, right? If I messed up there, I might just say that again and just cut that part out. Good audio is so key, right? For YouTube, I try to be a little bit more perfect. On a live video, you can't. You just mess up. You're like, oh, I just messed up. It's fine. You just roll with it. But on YouTube, you can actually chop out when you say something dumb or if your tongue gets crossed or whatever, which mine always does. So, and then I'll just talk about the microphone. Like, I don't really need to have a script about the microphone. I'm like, I just talk in stories. I don't get technical. I'm not like, this is a Shure M7 with the blah, blah. I don't even know what it does. I just know I sound good on it. So I'll be like, you guys, I don't know. When I started using this, then people are like, whoa, you seem like a professional podcaster. I'm like, yeah, I'm not, but I got a good microphone. And that's the secret, is it you changed your perception of me. So you think I'm good now because I got good audio, and that's kind of not true, but now you believe it. And now I built a big business because I got a better microphone. So you should probably get one of these. That's what I would say. Like, I don't need to share anything like really technical because I don't think people care. I think most people speak in a 5th grade language and they don't really care. They just want to hear stories. Facts tell, stories sell. So I just tell stories, and I don't need to write a script for the story. I just think it in my brain as I'm talking, just like you do when you're talking to a friend. So that's why I like to share stories, because it's easy. Okay. I did that question. Okay. I did that one. Are you not afraid of AI misusing your personal images? Eh, I mean, could happen. Yeah, I'm not really worried about it. I mean, right? You see it all the time with like famous people. They eventually have to stop caring, where it's like, well, it is what it is, right? So if you choose to live out loud on social media, sure, there is a risk of that, right? We are a live out loud family. So you have to just weigh like, is it worth it or not? Or I could just like sit in a closet and not make videos, And I'm like, nah, that doesn't seem fun. I feel like I'm called to like show up. And so, hey, if someone takes my video and makes me look like inappropriate, have at it. Have a nice day. I'll be like, dude, that's not actually me. That was kind of weird you did that. So I want to come to retreat one day. It's so fun. It is, I rent the largest house in all the Outer Banks. 36 bedrooms, 39 bathrooms, oceanfront mansion. We have a private chef for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's 5 days. You get your branding photo shoots while you're there. Branding photo shoot. You get you get a videographer session. You get classes. You get a one-on-one session with me. and not too many classes. Like there's a few classes you can attend during the day, and then there's just masterminding with like the most amazing smart women in the room, like the doctors that maybe don't know how to market, right? And then you have marketers who don't know how to do this. Like everyone just sharing ideas like, oh, I used to do that. I do this. Like it's pretty magical. So I am live on StreamYard, and StreamYard is hitting YouTube. This is also broadcasting to 2 of my business pages on Facebook too. So that's how I'm doing it. And I'll just share. Let me show you. Let me just share my screen. Present, share screen. Just do this. I'll share my whole screen, window, Chrome tab, entire screen. Here we go. Share. So this is what I'm looking at. This is my StreamYard. This is what I see, right? So it's your questions. And if I'm like, ooh, I want to post this question, I just click it and it pops up. So it's very easy for me to just go through these. And then I have little banners over here I can like put on the screen. I could be like, book a call with my team. I click that. And I go, these are the 2 I toggle between. And then I can go into here if I'm like, I want to do candy background. I can do that. Or I can be like, no, that looks weird. Let's go back to what I had. So it's kind of fun. So yeah, so that's how you do it. That's StreamYard. I have an affiliate link for that. Of course I do. Share your referral link. What's this say? Share your referral link. Oh, here we go. Oh, look at that. New to streaming and looking to level up, check out StreamYard and get a $10 discount. Thank you. I just dropped that in the chat. Huh. Okay. Jody, hi, friend. Do you recommend StreamYard for recorded videos too? I've been filming my YouTube videos in StreamYard and then uploading. Yeah, for YouTube, like the way I think of YouTube, if you're going to actually upload a video, StreamYard's not going to film in 4K, I don't think, right? So unless you can get StreamYard to film in 4K, YouTube loves a 4K video. I also think of YouTube as like, oh, I took extra time. I filmed it from my phone in 4K. I had a microphone plugged in. I edited it and I put it out there. Now, it was just a live stream. Like right now, I'm just live streaming on YouTube. It's just not going to get as much reach. It's just not. I'm going to get 100, 200, maybe 300, 1,000 if I'm lucky on this live video. I don't think it'll hit that many people. Whereas when I post an actual video that I edit and I film and I, content is really helpful, not just like this rambling stuff, right? That video over time will get tens of thousands of views, or 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, way more views because people search on Google, they find that video and it pops up. But that only happens if it's 4K video quality. It's titled something that people are actually searching for. And it wasn't just a live stream. This is a live stream right now. It's not going to do as well. So I recommend filming and editing higher quality. My YouTube videos that perform the best they're like curated, like I thought through like an intro, and then I had a logo spinning, and then I shared a story, and I have a voiceover, and I'm like showing you things like that. That's going to perform a whole lot better. So when I'm on StreamYard, I don't see any comments, just the banners. Well, it might be that, are you live streaming? Because if you're not live streaming, you wouldn't. So I'm live streaming. So I picked where I was going to. And you can't live stream. We used to be able to live stream into groups, and then they did something, and I'm like, yeah, it's so impossible to do that now. So maybe you can figure it out, but I just gave up. I'm like, forget it. I'll just go live on YouTube and we'll send the link to YouTube. That's easier because when people click the link to a Facebook, then they have to log into Facebook, and that's enough for them to be like, have a nice day, lady. I'm not coming to your live. So live on a YouTube seems to be the easiest. You just click on it and you guys can join. So, yeah. So what's your opinion of using a prompter app for long technical videos? Yeah, you totally could. I know BigView, BigVU, BigView. A lot of people use that. So you totally could do that. The other day I was filming a video and I had to say some like smart comments in it. And I didn't have a lot of time for this particular video. It was just like a webinar or something I was doing. So this is what I did. Let me see if I still have the comments here. I just made the comments in StreamYard, like in the example. This is not exactly it, and I did this. I was like, oh, and I just want to tell you this. Okay, go to your calendar now and save this, blah, blah, blah. And also make sure you check your emails, right? And I was sharing like data, like there's 14 billion users on the internet or whatever I was saying. So I did it this way. So I just like popped it up, and that way I didn't have to like do a teleprompter. I could just pop them on the screen. I could read from the screen. Or if I'm doing something very technical, I love to use a webinar style because I can then show the slides, which is pretty awesome. So I do, me in the corner over here, and then I'm showing the slides, and it's great because I'm literally just reading from the slides. So I love webinars for that reason, because you don't have to be that intelligent. You can just read from your slides. So that's another way to do it. If you ever see my webinars, like my Brand You webinar that I just recently did, which I'm going to do again because a lot of people missed it, but that teaches you how to build a brand and make money from it and shows you my whole formula. But that training, that webinar is great because I'm like, what am I saying next? Oh, read the slides. Next, what do I say next? Oh, read the slides. So you can do it that way too, which is pretty good. Okay. We used your little trick for YouTube on my daughter's channel and she hit 11,000. No way. That's amazing. So I'm thinking the little trick is this. So I learned from one of my friends who's a top YouTuber. He's like, oh my gosh, 700,000 followers now. He was at like 500,000. I think he's at 700,000 followers now. But I'm like, okay, just give me, I know I'm not as consistent as you. He's consistent. He posts 3 videos every week, like wildfire, like so good, right? Professionally edited, like the whole shebang. Videographer. I mean, it's production and it's amazing. But I was like, so what's the, like, what would be other than that? Like, I know I should be more consistent. Duh. But number 2, what would you say? He goes, okay, this is what I learned. I hired a top YouTube expert. I paid him a ton of money. He goes, this is the one thing that will change everything for you on YouTube. I'm like, what is it? He's like, okay, this is what you do. Go find top performing videos in your space. Like, let's say you're a health coach, you do keto. So look up top performing keto videos, right? And maybe you made keto brownies. Go and find keto brownies and find the videos that got 1 million views, 3 million views, like 500,000 views, a lot of views, and look at their title, right? And if theirs is like the world's best keto brownie, then your video title is going to be the world's best keto brownie. I was like, wait, did you just say you're going to use the same exact words? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, that's cheating a little. Can I just change it a little bit? Because that feels weird. He's like, just a little. I'm like, okay. So I could do like the world's best keto brownies instead of brownie. He's like, yeah. Or in 2025? Yeah. Or, get it? So I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. So I went and found my competitor's video and I was like, okay, this is the one I'm going to do. But I changed the title even more because I was nervous. I was like, I could know the person, and I posted it. And what's crazy is not right away, but over time, that video, his video, boom, my video, boom, right next to his video. Like, it's almost like a Tony Robbins. It's like Tony Robbins, Michelle Cunningham. Hello, here I am. It'll change your life. That little trick will change your life. Is that the perfect webinar sequence? Yeah, brand you webinar is perfect webinar. If you're in my elite program, actually, you know what? If you're in Content Creator Club, we just gave you guys the webinar slides. If you're not in Content Creator Club, guys, that is like gold. That is like, it's a silly thing to not be a part of because it's, we give you all my design. Like anytime I make something that's awesome, we give it to you. We give you my webinar slide. It'll just save you so much time. So if you can't afford my elite program, that's why we have Content Creator Club. I'm going to drop a link. Okay, yeah, Content Creator Club. I think the drop this week was my brand new webinar slides, which took us forever to make, but it shows you exactly how to structure out a webinar that will absolutely crush it, right? And then you can actually, if you need like an example of how to do it, then you can watch me do it live when I do it. But yeah, Content Creator Club, that is pretty awesome. It's like, I think it's $27 a month right now, and it sometimes goes on a little bit of a flash sale. But yeah, lock in, and because that's really, or you can buy the yearly plan or something. There's some really, really good stuff in there. Oh, you did. Sophia's part of it. Yeah, it's really good. And there's a new drop. There's a new training coming in this week. Oh, yeah, on funnels, which is huge. So that's going to be dropping. That's from Firestarter Funnels trainer is going to be putting a training in there. So yeah, it's pretty good. So brand you is the perfect webinar sequence. Yes. Yes, it follows the perfect. So Russell Brunson has what's called a perfect webinar, and it follows that sequence. So yeah. So, and it's, it's got my little Michelle isms added into it, but it's like, there's like 3 secrets you reveal. And I always get confused about how to do the 3 secrets, but just put in ChatGPT. You're like, here's what I'm trying to teach. Can you help me come up with my 3 secrets? With ChatGPT, it makes everything so much easier. So you basically have to take beliefs that they have and you have to like squash that belief, right? So I think a belief I squashed in that particular webinar was, you might say, I can't do this because people are already doing it. I'm like, well, let's talk about that. Why that's not actually true. Like it's already been done. It just hasn't been done in your voice. You have a unique voice that you were born with. Only you have, right? And I made slides to share that. So that's kind of what you do with the secrets. So, but ChatGPT helped me come up with my secrets for that particular one. Cause I was like, I don't know. What are the beliefs that people have? I got, but you just ChatGPT makes everything so much easier now. Cause a year ago I had to do it in my brain, which is good, but it's harder. So it is good. Thanks, my friend. Michelle, do you have lifetime access for the recordings if you leave Content Creator Club? No, you lose access to everything. I know. Isn't that sad? So yeah, you have full access while you're in there. I mean, I guess you could try to sneak and download everything. Try that. Do that before you leave. But no, you lose access to the membership hub, and there's always new stuff getting dropped in there every week. So that thing is like, it's exploded. It's pretty good. Meaning exploded with content. When we first started, it had like 7 trainings in there. Now it's like 52 weeks of trainings plus all the Canva templates, and we're always dropping new stuff in there. Hope this weekend does go nuts. I will definitely be there. Thanks. I think what are you talking about? Maybe the branded webinar. I'm not doing it this weekend, but or maybe you're commenting on someone else's. Okay. Well, anyway, I'm gonna pick a winner. Okay, let's pick a winner. So someone won this last week, but they never claimed their prize. Are you here? Hold on. I moved it. Let me go get it. Hold on. Okay, I gave this away last week and somebody won it, but they never messaged me for it. I totally got this. I mean, how cute is this? Like if this was something like this is like I could be like I created this, but I didn't. But I feel like this would be the thing I would create. This right here. It's so pretty. I know. But anyway, I'm gonna just give this away unless someone's like, oh, I won that. Who was it? Someone won it and they didn't claim it. I also have I have other things. I have a $15 Starbucks gift card. You have options. Let's just go that way. Just let me know what you would like. You can either have a $15 Starbucks gift card. You can have this gift because nobody else claimed it, even though they want it. You can have thank you cards. I like good thank you cards. You can have little notes that say a good person is a gift to the whole world. Or you can have crush your goals cards. That's cute too. Okay, let us know in the chat what you would like for your prize, and I'll pick a winner. These are cute. See them? I learned the trick. I got to put things sideways for you to see them. Oh, I could write your name in there when I send it to you. Or I won't write in it, and then you can regift it if you like that strategy. Okay. All right. How about we give special on Content Creator Club for every... I didn't see your comment, Myra. Okay. All right. Just let me know in the chat what you would like. Dean wants to come to the beach retreat. So Dean's in our elite program, and it's predominantly women in there, but there are some guys. And Dean is like, why can't guys come to the beach retreat? And so every time I'm like, hey, the beach retreat's awesome. He's like, can I come? And I'm like, it's a women only event. And so Dean is like, I'm going to come park outside. I'll come and just show up for the day. It's so funny. There should be an allowance of that. We should figure that out. Because Dean's a good guy. He's awesome. All right, I'm picking a winner. Ready? And the winner is closing my eyes so you don't think I'm cheating. Okay, ready? Click. You just won. You should buy a lotto ticket. This is what you won. Okay, but you have to text me because remember someone didn't text me last week and I still have their prize and I'm like, and now I feel stuck. I don't know what to do. I'm like, do I give it to someone else? Do I wait for them to come around? Did I miss their message? I have a lot of questions. Just a lot, Okay. I love your book. Yeah, by the way, my book that is coming out, You Are a $1 Million Brand. I'm just waiting for Russell Brunson to finish writing the foreword. I gave him a deadline of October 15th, but he hasn't seen the deadline because he's so busy. But he said he's definitely going to do it. Just he's really busy. Won't that be crazy? I'll be like, Michelle Cunningham, and they'll say, foreword by Russell Brunson. I know. That would be a dream come true because he changed my life forever. I earned all this money because I learned everything I know from him, from following him. He is amazing. And I'm like, you changed my life, Russell. And I made all this money because of you. And like, there would be no one else that should write the book. I made him a whole video. And he was like, who are you? He's like, okay. I'm like, really? Okay. He's like, where do you live? I'm like, he didn't even know who I was, which is fine. He shouldn't, he's really famous. So anyway, he's going to write it, but he's busy. So maybe I'll ping him again. I just, he gets so many messages. He's very hard to reach. So I'm excited. So then once that's done, then the book can come out. But the book is written and it is fabulous. So I can't wait for you guys to get it. If you don't have, and this one is my first book, Do It Anyway, Girl, Playful, Simple, Unique Guide to Achieving Success in Network Marketing. My second book is You Are a $1 Million Brand. And I don't know what the headline is. It's something like how to take the knowledge in your brain and turn it into $1 million business. But it's not that. It's something not that. Doesn't say $1 million business. So Russell's last name is Brunson, Brunson. And he gives out these awards when you sell a certain amount. So I remember watching people on stage get this $1 million award for selling $1 million with their funnel. And I was like, I could never get that. Like I could just never. And I stood there, I'm like, that'd be so cool to like get that on stage. And then I did. And then I saw people getting this $10 million award. And I'm like, I would never get that. Like could never happen. And I was like, well, this could maybe happen. This could actually happen. So now the next one's the $25 million award. I'm not there yet, but maybe next year. I would say definitely next year I'll have that one. And then I got to get a new office. I'm going to have to, where's it going to go? It'll go down there, right there. Yeah. And then there's $100 million award. I got to get to work, I got a lot of lives to change. You do too. We just can't be quiet. We got to be loud. Yeah. If you go to doitanywaygirl.com, it'll just remind you to do it anyway, even if you don't feel like doing it. Just get up, get going, get moving. My daughter and I, she's so cute, driving to school yesterday. Last story, and then I'll go. Sorry. My daughter was like, she's so cute. Like, she's just so cute. She's 10 years old, and she is just a bundle of joy. And my 13-year-old son is so cute, too. My kids are great. 13 is a little more challenging than 10, I will say. But anyway, so we were getting out of bed, and I was like, you know what? It's the hardest part of the whole day. She's like, getting out of bed. I'm like, you're right. There's nothing harder than getting out of bed. So this morning I was like, okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. She's like, go. And we just like jumped out of bed, and we're like, okay, we got out of bed really fast today. So we're trying to be like, I was telling her about Mel Robbins, like, just like, do it now, like, just go. Right. And so do it anyway, girl, is kind of like, just do it anyway, even if just hard, just get out of bed, just get your day, get it going, get moving. So that's the whole funny story, which I don't know if that was that funny, but it was kind of cute when she told me, Mom, the hardest part of the day is just getting out of bed. I'm like, that you're actually right. That is the hardest thing I go through every day. Just getting out of bed. Anyone else like that? Okay. All right. I love you guys so much. Do you know the name of the crown icon number 2 means next to my name? Oh, I don't know what that means. Ooh, someone's promoting something. I'm hosting World Hoop Day tomorrow, Saturday, October 4th, locally in Crossville, Tennessee, and globally too. Oh my gosh, you guys, that's so cool. Okay, that's amazing. All right, everyone go follow Hip the Hoopla. That's amazing. Have fun, my friend, on World Hoop Day. Is that hula hoop? I think it's hula hoop. Okay, love you guys. Thanks for being on. You're so pretty and handsome if you're a guy. And I'll see you guys. I'll see you next week. And maybe the doors will be open. I got some work to do. But my new challenge. I got some fun things planned for you guys. So I'm excited. All right. Have a great weekend. Go do fun things with fun people. I'm having people over Sunday night, and I'm going out with some friends tonight. So yeah, but I got to get my work done before I do that. So I got to go film some videos. All right. I'm procrastinating now. Now I will go. I love you. Bye, friends.